everyone, today I'm going to do a video, No Spin Knife Throwing 101. This is basically just for beginners to kind of teach you just the basic fundamentals of the no spin throw. This video is catered to people that are coming from rotational background or knife throwing in general, and just get to give them a throw that they can throw consistently, safely, and that's going to get them sticking the knife so that they're able to progress and learn other techniques, throw from different distances, etc. The knife I'm using is from Flying Steel. It's a shirt knife, 13 inches long. When you start no spin throwing, you're going to want to start with larger implements that are preferably handle heavy. This is just that. Alright, if your knife is not naturally handle heavy, you might want to add some paracord or some duct tape to the handle to give it that good handle heavy feel. And once you start throwing, you'll start to see what I'm talking about. I get a lot of questions about the grip. The grip is not as important as you think. I'm going to give you one example of a grip that's good for beginners, and especially this distance I'm going to show you. And here's what you do. You open your hand up, and you stick your knife, put the point in the air, take the bottom right hand corner, or if it's not as angled as this knife, you can take basically the curve on the bottom and place that just a little bit lower than you would if it did have a corner. Take the corner, put it in here. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my middle finger and put it at a right angle to my index finger, like this. Okay, and my index finger is going to touch the knife, but only the fingertip. Then, on the other side, I'm going to take my thumb and pinch the knife right here with this fat part of the thumb against the middle finger's grip. My ring finger is tucked down at the bottom, like this. Okay, I'm going to tuck the index finger behind it. If it's not exactly like this, it's not going to hurt you. You may find that this is more comfortable, moving your middle finger up or fanning out your other fingers. That's fine. There's multiple ways to do this. This is just the one that I'm going to demonstrate. The next thing I'm talking about is the wrist action. Okay, for this particular throw, I'm not going to emphasize heavy wrist action. Okay, because if you, as a beginner, you try to really swing your wrist down, the throw is going to come off spinning backwards, right? And if it doesn't spin slow enough, or it spins too fast, the knife could come back and bounce back at you. You don't want that. So for this throw, we're going to use a very minimalist wrist movement. Okay. So basically, we're going to have the knife in this grip, and we're going to swing the knife back right here to about eye level. Okay. So the knife is eye level here. As far as the distance between the head and the hand, I would say about maybe 16 to 18 inches, depending on your arm, your wingspan. Bring it back to about here. Alright, as far as rear and back, just a nice natural swing back. You don't feel like they have to cock it back here real fast or bring it straight over the top like this and then throw it. Just bring it back nice and easy, and then you're going to spin your throw. Now, one of the things that's going to separate your no spin throw from your rotational throw is your elbow. Okay, if you're throwing rotationally, you're used to this right here. Okay, so if you watch my elbow in relation to my hand, the elbow's leading and the hand is following. Okay, now if you watch no spin, the elbow is leading by a greater margin, and then until it gets to be about right here. Okay, and my index finger is directly over my elbow, and then at this point my knife is going to start to release. Okay, and if you watch the pressure I'm applying with my index finger, okay, I'm going to be pushing it out. Okay, some people like to stroke the handle, and that works great, but as a beginner at this stage, don't worry about that, because if you're over using your index finger, the knife will spin off to one side and you'll create what's called bullet spin. So for now, just bring it back, lead with your elbow. I guess out here you're going to start your release and start pushing the knife out. Okay, don't feel you have to open your hands up, your fingers up. Alright, I'm really just doing this to kind of give you an example, but don't feel like you have to come out here and then snap your fingers open. Don't do that. Just let the knife slide out naturally. When I say slide out, you're still going to add a little bit of push to it, but as far as the contact with your thumb and your ring finger or your middle finger, it's going to be a sliding action. Next thing I'm talking about is my grip, or my stance, sorry. I'm leading with my left foot, and it's probably maybe 5 to 6 inches behind my other foot. This may be different depending on how tall you are But basically just lead a little bit with your left foot. Don't feel like you have to step into it every time. Okay, you'll be able to do that eventually, but as a straight up beginner, you just want to be static. Okay, so you're not off balance if the knife comes back at you, and you can really just focus on the mechanics of the throw as far as your upper body and your grip and all that stuff, as opposed to worrying about your feet and coming down and the balance shifting and the weight distribution. Okay, so as far as a distance to start from, most people who learn rotational start maybe 6 feet back, 12 meters, using half spins. They're going to grab all the way down on the point, come here, and throw. That's how most people learn. I'm going to teach you to throw from about 8 feet back. The reason I'm doing this is because no spin, if you don't know what you're doing, has a greater chance of bouncing back at you as opposed to a rotational throw. So I'm back here at about 8 feet. Alright. I'm going to rear my arm back, lead with my elbow, and throw. One thing before I actually throw the knife, watch my follow through. I tend to come down here and then back up. You don't have to do that. You can come here, whatever feels natural to you. Don't get too tied up into what I'm speaking that you're going to throw in an awkward fashion. Alright, be safe, but relax. Don't overthink it. These are really just guidelines. Try to forget, if you have these bad habits, just try to take this and look at it fresh, and that's really about it. So I'm here. Rear my arm back. Alright, again, this was a very 101 video, just the basics. No spin is a very diverse style of throwing. As you learn more, you'll learn about different styles like Ralph Thorne style, Shuriken style, Faden, Russian styles. This is really just like a 101 video that'll help you get the knife to stick. Alright, we're not so concerned about the different styles, at least for this video. All I want is for you to be able to stick the knife and enjoy it to the point where you can look into these better styles and develop your own. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something. Stay safe, and thanks for watching.